But I really want to learn how to make these sauces. I want to be a better chef. Look, I want to cook good food for you.
You can be a better cook, but you can't be a better chef. Because let's face it, a chef is.
Come on, guys. What do you think?
Chef is not a lifestyle. It's a profession, and I'm going to show you how to do better sauces.
Even if I buy the hat and the chef whites.
I mean, you can keep that for the bedroom.
Look, I want to learn the Hollandaise, so should we get started on that first?
Let's go.
Yeah. All right. Let's do it. What do we need? I've got your little coffee.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Trying to sweeten the teacher up.
Maybe. Is it working?
I'm not going to go any easier on you this episode. So what we're going to need is a bain-marie. So I've got saucepan, water. The water's not touching the bottom of this bowl, and I'm using a glass bowl today for the because we're going to do a lot of whisking, and metal on metal sometimes can turn your Hollandaise grey. Turn it on. You know how to do that, darling. Okay, so we're going to be using 4 egg yolks, not egg whites or whole eggs, egg yolks.
Mm-hmm.
And then
straight in?
Yeah. And this is, so Hollandaise is one of the mother sauces, the French mother sauce. Then what is really different about the Hollandaise is it's egg yolks, vinegar, and it's used butter to make an emulsification.
Okay.
So there's a few basic principles you need to learn about making sauces. There's emulsification.
Which is like a blending of sorts?
It's where you
bringing 2 ingredients together?
You know, not just 2 ingredients. It's about bringing an oil and a water-based liquid together.
Okay.
Or base together, and where it emulsifies to make one solid or liquid, like one fluid.
Yeah. All right, I got that. So emulsification.
Yeah.
Check.
And then the next principle you need to learn is reduction.
Sure.
So some of these sauces you just need to reduce, where it's just
cooking out the water or the alcohol, or just kind of evaporating some of the liquid.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
And the last basic principle would be consistency, because all sauces you're looking for a perfect consistency, like
all the way through, basically. So no lumps and kinks and.
Well, we like some of the kinks,
yeah.
but. All right, a dash of white wine vinegar for acidity, and if you just give that a whisk to mix it all in.
All right, let me get ready for my big shot.
Go on. That's good.
Is this right? Just round and around?
Yeah, you can do a figure of 8 to kind of like break it through. Otherwise, you're just pushing it around in the bowl.
Okay.
The main thing is
keep figure 8.
Yeah, keep an eye on the. So you can see here, it's just like a figure of 8. Yeah, perfect.
So every now and then, just. Whisk
and the main thing is you're not going to get this bowl too hot. Otherwise, you're just going to end up like scrambled eggs, and you've messed up. You can add actually a little bit, and I know you love it. A little bit of mustard in the bottom, a little bit of Dijon mustard.
Yeah, it's got my name all over it.
No, it's got Dijon's name all over it. There's no steel mustard. Okay, keep whisking about until it gets a little frothy. I might actually get a little bit more acidity. So we could add lemon juice, but we'll do that later. Keep going, keep going. Okay, so you're just looking for this egg whites and the egg starting to. You see it's all mixed in.
Yeah.
Now we can start going with some of our butter. So clarified butter. So I've essentially melted butter, but you're looking for this lovely ghee, the liquid on top, but not the fats. So the key thing now when we're doing the Hollandaise is you kind of want to like lift a bit more air to get a bit really like a fluffy, smooth Hollandaise, because all that air is going to basically like almost like thickens it really nicely.
Yeah.
Again, those nice air bubbles. So we are going to switch now back to like lifting the air, almost like, lifting the Hollandaise.
Right, so 2 whisking techniques and...
Yeah, so you've got to get a good old strong wrist.
Right, so you're mixing, then you're aerating. Yeah, let's give it a go.
Hold it like this. I know you're left-handed, so you can do just like this. Really gently, hold this really nice and gently.
Yes, I understand.
Okay.
I mean, yes, chef.
Yes, that's better.
Thank you, chef.
Say that later. No, I said lift it.
Okay.
There we go. Now we got this. Melted butter, and I'm going to really slowly drip it in like a leaky faucet, as you say. If you add it in too quickly, then it won't emulsify. And you want to make sure that that butter's not too hot, otherwise you'll just end up cooking your eggs. Keep it going. So what I do is I add a little bit in, make sure you've got all of that butter in before you add the next bit. Faster.
Is there a chance that I can over aerate this?
No, but you can split it very easily.
What,
It's actually one of the, I think, the hardest sauces. That's why we're starting with this one, the hardest one. So you can split it, in which case it's quite difficult to correct, but you can correct it with a little bit of ice water.
Okay.
But generally when I split it, I just start again. Okay.
So this, okay. Haven't quite got the speed. Oh wow, look at that, it's starting to move.
Be careful we're not getting any of that milk solids in there. Is that, what is leaking? Oh, it's the pan.
Wow, yeah. I think it's
See how
almost done.
frothy? Yeah, it's nearly.
What about seasoning?
We will season it with some lemon juice. I think very, very key with the Hollandaise. You'd get a decent amount of, give it a good squeeze, babe, and then release the juices. No pips. Stop it.
You'll have to ask me twice.
What was that? I think this is one of the, let's say, hardest sauces to master, but once you've got the hang of it and you know what you're looking for, I'm kind of expecting this for breakfast every morning now.
Yeah. A little bit
Well,
of
not
lemon?
every morning.
A little bit of lemon?
Not yet. Pick out all the seeds first. I don't want any seeds in there. And we will need to season it with some sea salt, table salt, or fine sea salt. It's better for you. And some cayenne pepper. We don't want to put black pepper in here because then you'll see all the specks of all the flecks of the white black pepper. Yeah.
So one ramekin,
Yes, please, darling.
one de-seeded lemon,
And I need a nice spoon.
some cooking salt.
Yeah, let's go with the nice salt, please. I don't like seasoning with table salt. I think I will do a whole video on that.
And some sea salt.
Sea salt.
So we can just crush that up.
I just crush it up really finely with my fingers.
Oh yeah.
And remember, we're still lifting up we're not whisking out all that air.
Wow.
Squeeze the lemon.
So it's starting to go glossy. I notice it's
Yeah.
creamy but glossy. Starting to look more like condensed milk.
Very opulent.
Yeah, it looks very, very
You
good.
kind of want
Look
to,
at that. Oh.
but it's thick as well, so it's just a very sexy sauce. And you want it to kind of coat the back of your spoon.
Oh.
Imagine that coating your eggs.
I mean, this is a classic brunch sauce in Australia. You got your eggs Benny, your eggs Royale, but you know, maybe swap out the ham or the salmon for bacon. Pretty standard procedure.
I could do a bit more acidity.
This is looking really good.
Bit
So
more
how do you
salt.
know when it's ready? Are you just going to keep tasting,
Well, you just do it until
adjusting?
just adjust it. I mean, I think I'd be very happy with this sort of consistency for Hollandaise.
Yeah,
You want
me too.
it to be slightly pourable. I wouldn't make this too far ahead because it can split and it will start to form a skin or, you know, there's just a number of things. You just want to have it nice when it's nice and warm. A warm sauce over your eggs. Let's turn this up.
Would you microwave it after you've made it if you need it
If
to
you want
be...
scrambled eggs,
Okay, so no.
buttery scrambled eggs.
So
Not even nice
to
eggs.
serve it warm, you've kind of got to cook it close to the time you're going to serve it.
Yes,
Right.
exactly. I mean, in the restaurant, if you were making, or you're making it, and you just need to get your eggs just about ready, keep it somewhere warm, or you can keep it. Ow, that is really hot, that pan. Keep it somewhere warm. Let's take this off because I don't want it to overheat. Perfect. Put a cartouche, so some greaseproof paper, over the top of touching the the top
There's
of
no air touching it.
Yeah, exactly. So that it will basically, have a skin, and then you can pull that off, kind of like a lid. But yeah, let's serve this up. I think that's done.
This looks perfect. I'm ready to pour this over some poached eggs. Wow. Wow. This looks really spot on. Like consistency. It's loose, but it's not runny. It's not watery. Looks like it's got volume, like fats through it.
That was only from 4 egg yolks as well, so.
Yeah. The worst thing you can serve on poached eggs is just this watery mess.
Oh,
God. The Hollandaise that just doesn't coat the eggs, it just falls right off the eggs.
You know what my absolute bugbear is when we go and have brunch and they give you one with cream in it.
Ugh,
like, because they've clearly tried to fix it, or it's like...
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's like, if I wanted cream in my eggs, I would have gone somewhere else, But I'll be happy with that.
Right, sauce 1, done. Let's move on to the next one.
Let's go.